Here with head coach Dane Pedersen of the JMU swimming and diving program. Coach, a pair of big dual meet wins past 2 weeks over Liberty and at Richmond. How do you think your girls swam and dived these past 2 weekends in those wins?
I think we did a really good job. I'll speak to the swimming side first. The part of our training right now is we're trying to add a lot of speed into our training without getting too technical. We were looking for some specific things kind of out of our girls, just a little bit more front end speed in their races, being able to, while still being able to close their races well, and also just to be able to compete. I mean, the other thing about the two opponents that we swam is they're both very, very talented. Liberty and Richmond both won their own conference last year, so they're both very, very competitive teams. So they provided a good atmosphere and arena for us to be able to do that, and we're seeing that right now, and it's kind of good validation that our girls on the swimming side of things are kind of where they need to be. Still with some work left to do, but it was good to see them kind of flip the switch, so to speak, and see all the hard work in the water pay off. And then just from speaking with Becky, I know she's pretty happy with the divers and where they're progressing. Obviously, they're still focusing on championships as well. So as far as competing and being able to dive and under different circumstances, whether it's one big break and doing both boards at the same time or it's just separate breaks, like we were at Richmond, I know she was happy. A little bit of inconsistency at Richmond, but she was happy with the way they rebounded on 1 meter afterwards.
Looking to this weekend, you're recognizing 5 seniors, last home dual meet of the season on Saturday. Talk about those seniors and what they've kind of meant to the program over the last 4 or 5 years at JMU.
This is a very impactful senior class that we're graduating, and it's kind of bittersweet. On one end, you want to celebrate what they've done here and honor them and honor what they've done, and you're happy to kind of give them the stage and give them a little bit of a forum, but at the same time you're very sad to see them go. All 5 of the seniors, we have 4 swimmers, and then Alex Savage is a diver who dove her first 3 years and then due to an injury had to retire, but she's been helping out with Becky on being an undergraduate assistant coach this year, so she's still very involved in the program and contributing on a different level. But all 5 of these women were members of the CAA team that won a championship their freshman year. So, and they've all been scorers at our conference championships. They're leaders all in their own way, so they're impactful both in the water and out of the water. So they'll be very difficult to replace, and like I said, you're sad to see them go, but you're also very thankful for what they've done and what they've given to our program.
You were about where you'd hope to be training-wise this season. Got a little less than a month before CAA Championships. What is kind of your goals heading down the stretch here towards championship season?
Fine-tuning and details. Fine-tuning on the speed work and details on everything else, and to stay healthy. And not from an injury standpoint, but just to stay away from the flu. But other than that, we'll control what we can control. In the water, the girls will start to what we call their taper. They'll start to enter their taper here in the next couple weeks, and basically, in very layman's terms, it's just they're going to start to rest. We've maxed out all their energy zones along the way. They've done all the hard work, and now it's really just attention to detail, fine-tuning their speed work, getting them the speed work that they really need so they're really on point at CAAs, and then just attention to details, fine-tuning starts, relay combinations, turns, not allowing as we start to get a little bit more rest for bad habits to sneak back in. So focus, and it's a combination of focus and still working hard, and really just getting excited for our championship meet. And sometimes the days go by really slowly because the closer and closer you get, the more and more you want to be there. It's such an exciting meet that you can't wait to get there. So it's almost like a hurry up and wait once we get to the middle of February. But that's what we're looking for the rest of February.
Sounds good. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.